YouTube, it's your boy Gedden. We got a new Madden video. Let's get it. YouTube, what it is, it's your boy Gedden. Welcome back to my GGC. This video is going to be a little bit different, but if you like this type of content, let me know in the comment section below and I'll make more of it. Also, like the content, subscribe, hit that notification bell on all after you hit that notification bell. So I tested some things in Madden, and what I found may not surprise you, may surprise some. I wanted to test how can I change route running. Route running for wide receivers literally separates other wide receivers from other wide receivers. Madden 26, just like any other Madden, is void of NFL life. And what I mean by that is the characteristics of these players. Not every wide receiver is built the same. They're all built differently. Some have great possession catches, some can run the whole route tree, while other wide receivers are only good at running one or two different types of routes. That really separates the elite wide receivers versus the good wide receivers versus the okay common wide receiver versus just outright bad wide receivers. Unfortunately, Madden doesn't do a good job or any job of separating those two when it comes to route running. I'm going to show you that right now. We are going to take 3 wide receivers on the New York Giants because I know the New York Giants very well. I know a lot of the players. So we're going to take Malik Neighbors, we're going to take Jalen Hyatt, and we are going to edit and only edit little Jordan Humphrey. At this time of recording the video, I didn't receive any roster updates. Little Jordan Humphrey actually got cut from the New York Giants. So let's take a look at their ratings. Malik Neighbors overall is an 87, and we all know how he plays in real life. He actually runs basically the full route tree. Any route you give him, he's going to get open. He's just that good. Overall, he's an 87. Speed is a 96, which I believe is a little too fast for Malik Neighbors. His agility is at a 92. That's what makes him special, is his agility. For his size at 6 feet, 200 pounds, he can move like a little guy, but he's a big, strong wide receiver. His acceleration is a 92. His short route running is an 85. Medium out running is an 85. Deep route running is an 87. Let's move on to Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt's speed is a 94. His agility is an 82. Short route running is a 75. Medium is a 76. And deep route is a 77. One thing about Jalen Hyatt, if you are a Giants fan, you know this boy cannot run routes at all. He was drafted pretty high because he could take the top off of the defense, meaning he could burn you. He's a burner. But there are other things about Jalen Hyatt that's very not so desirable, and why a lot of Giants fans are just done with Jalen Hyatt. His route running is not that good. So the fact that they have Jalen Hyatt at a 75, 76, and 77, that's a little too high. Let's move on to little Jordan Humphrey before we edit him. Speed is a 84, agility a 79, 72, 70, 67. So now we're going to put all these 3 players in one formation, trio left, Texas smash, that's the play, and we're going to run that, make them all do the same route to see how Madden is distinguishing these 3 wide receivers from each other. The hot route I called for all 3 wide receivers is a return route, and as soon as I hike the ball, you will notice that every single wide receiver on the left side of the screen, they mirror each other as if they are basically running one animation. The only difference is little Jordan Humphrey. He has like this weird hitch in his animation, but I'm almost thinking that's like a glitch for that position as a wide receiver, not necessarily his ratings. Mind you, we didn't even get to the test yet, but you can already see major negligence from EA Tiburon. It's not like EA has a small budget. It's not like Madden has been only in development for 1 or 2 development cycles. How many Maddens has it been? And the developers have yet to implement a system or animations that separate elite wide receivers from just okay wide receivers. This is why everyone says that this is the same game from last year to last year to last year, and why you get bored of the game so fast. This also validates that play art is the thing that's controlling the game. Also, this game just doesn't have enough animations. If the game had different animations, you had animations for wide receivers that could run routes really well versus just okay, or could run route at an elite level, you can actually have that in the game, and depending on their rating, that's the type of animations they get. But no, EA gives us the bare minimum for having an exclusive license of the NFL for simulation football. This is the only simulation NFL game that we're gonna get. Anyway, let's go back to this test. We're gonna change the ratings only to little Jordan Humphrey. Let's see what makes a difference. I got this question. Why, when you go over to the attributes tab, there's no attributes that you could change, but you only have this animation of the player throwing the ball like a quarterback? Kind of weird, but anyway, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the attribute only to acceleration first to see if that makes a difference. And we're gonna make that a 40. So a 40 acceleration should make a big difference in the way he runs routes. Right? After we drop his acceleration as a wide receiver to 40, his overall went to a 63. That's kind of high for somebody who can't even get off the line of scrimmage as a wide receiver, right? Anyway, so let's see what happens on the field. Same deal, same play, same hot route, that return route. So yeah, when the players are starting to move, you can actually see a difference in the way little Jordan Humphrey runs. He is actually noticeably much slower. There's still that weird hitch in that animation, but you can see that he is much slower. So boom, we've done something to affect the route running in Madden. Surely there are other ratings and factors that should affect route running, correct? This is EA, so let's see. As a wide receiver, you need to be nimble if you're going to be a good route runner, right? So we took down the agility to 30, gave him his acceleration back, well, most of it, and let's see if agility does anything to route running. I'm sorry, you can't have bad agility and run a route like that return route. Surely that should change something, right? Same play, same audibles, same positions. Let's see what happens. With 30 agility, he runs the route just as good as Malik Neighbors and Jalen Hyatt, who clearly have unedited ratings. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking agility really matters only when you have the ball. No, it don't. This is the same player with 30 agility. If a player had 30 agility, should he be able to move like this? So now we know agility means absolutely nothing in Madden. Moving on. So now what we did was we took down the acceleration. We also took down the agility to unprofessional levels, right? There is no football player that's a wide receiver that has attributes like this in acceleration and agility. So those two numbers should change short route running, medium route running, and even deep route running, right? Because the only attribute that we can actually change in the ratings tab is deep route running. But whatever we do, we cannot change the short route running and the medium route running. Those numbers are there to stay, which is odd, given that his acceleration and agility is just so low. One of the attributes that we can actually change that should make some kind of sense of this is change of direction. Change of direction should be straightforward. We know what change of direction means. So let's bring that down, take the acceleration back up to a normal level, and let's see if change of direction changes anything in route running. To be clear, his acceleration is a 75, agility a 30, change of direction is at a 26. Same play, same positions, same hot routes. And gee willikers, EA branded football strikes again. The same way that they ran the routes before, no matter the changes to the attributes, change of direction means absolutely nothing in Madden. Not when it comes to running the routes, and really not so much when it comes to actually running the ball. This wide receiver is running like this with a handicap to agility and change of direction. These ratings literally mean nothing. Really, the only one rating that actually means something is acceleration. And of course, lump in speed and acceleration. Those are the only two attributes out of all these attributes that we tested for a wide receiver that actually mean anything. Let's put somebody who's not a wide receiver at the outside wide receiver position. Let's see how he runs this route. I bet you can already guess, Tommy DeVito, fan favorite, 4th string quarterback who was just cut, is going to run the route the exact same way. And damn it, he does. You don't even have to look at his ratings. You already know his short route running, medium route running, deep route running, his acceleration, or whatever cannot compare to a wide receiver because you know he would be a wide receiver. MUT gamers out there, save your money, you're getting scammed. You could play the same way with lower rated or lower tier cards without spending all that money and just grinding it out. Save your money, stop giving EA your money. And here's the thing, it's not like you're going to draft or play with wide receivers at these low ratings, but that means even more so that the ratings that they do give these wide receivers should mean way more than they do. The meta is always going to be your playbook instead of your personnel. This also exposes franchise mode. What's the point of spending all that capital, all that time and efforts to draft great players if the only thing you really gotta look at is acceleration and speed? Of course they're gonna be able to catch because they're wide receivers. Until this changes, every single Madden is going to play the same. That right there is why we want another football game. We know if 2K was making a new NFL simulation football game, ratings would mean way more than they do in Madden, and players would have way more of their true life characteristics. We need competition to come back right now. EA should be ashamed of themselves, but of course they're not. We got MUT gamers out there complaining that other people are getting free cards while they spent $200 and $300 to try to get these, I don't know, pink diamond cards or whatever. We are doomed. We are doomed. This is how EA thinks of us. They think and know that most of us are dumb and will literally buy anything with that NFL license on it. But if you're watching this video, you're not one of the dumb ones. You want more out of your football game. Thanks for viewing. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. This your boy Gedden. This was a long video. This is all I got, man. So that means I am out of here.